I gotta bring y'all this revelation today, because I don't know who this is for. I don't know who needs to hear it, but please take heed to what it is that the Lord is saying, because it is not a game. There are two people from my past, one from my distant past, and they both have been trying to contact me here lately. And I know that these are both people who work hand in hand with the devil. Not knowingly, not intentionally, but they do. I had a conversation with one of them that I used to be in love with. I thought I was going to marry that man. Why? I don't know. But we talked, and then next thing you know, I'm thinking about old things. I'm thinking about old times, and I caught myself. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not attracted to this man anymore. I do not know this man. I do not like this man. And I'm definitely not in love with this man. I'm talking about there are no old feelings. Only thing that's there is memories and dead things. Familiarity. And this other person from my not too long ago past, he kept texting me, calling me. The other day, this man was blocked. And I'm asleep, and I look at my phone because it's ringing, and it's his number, a number that's supposed to be blocked. I've never seen where a blocked number was able to call you, not private, not unknown, no, straight through. I even got up and immediately went to that blocked list like, wait, what? And lo and behold, the number was there. A couple days ago, I found myself thinking about that person. It felt like forced thoughts. Because again, this is somebody else who I do not like. I do not have feelings for. I'm not attracted to. It is nothing I can do with you. It's nothing that you can do for me. I don't want anything with you, anything from you, and I have nothing to give. So I'm like, why am I thinking about this person? And when I started having these thoughts, I started denouncing and renouncing these thoughts, these spirits, because I knew that they were not from me. I knew that because I'm not sitting up thinking about you. That's the enemy. That's the devil trying to get me to go back, trying to get me to form a new covenant. About a week or so ago, I had a dream about this person, and we were just standing there in the middle of the road, like on a barrier. And of course, this person was dressed in all black, and we were standing there just talking, and he was telling me bad news, not something about him or me, almost like something he heard on the news or something that was like happening in the neighborhood. And I remember standing there in the dream thinking, why am I with you? Why am I here? It just felt so dark and dirty. It felt like this person was trying to induce a relationship with me. Not necessarily a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, a marriage, not even necessarily a friendship, but just trying to reel me back in. And so the dream ended, and I was not sure what that dream meant. But I knew if this person is showing up in my dream, Satan is planning on attacking me through this person. I already know I don't like you. I'm not feeling you like that. But even more so, I got my guard up now. So for me to be thinking about this person 2 days ago, and then for me to take a nap today and have a second dream about them, I knew that God was trying to tell me something. I knew he was trying to make something very clear to me, because things happen in the spirit realm before they happen in the natural. And if you don't know how to pray against those things, if you think, oh, well, I don't even like him, I don't even like her no more, so that was just a weird dream, I'm going to laugh it off and continue about my day. Lo and behold, next thing you know, you're finding yourself in some compromising situations with that person. And you're like, how did I even get here? Woo! So the dream that I had today, me and this person were in a car. And the car was a car that I've spoken about in previous videos that I really want and things like that. And so it was a brand new car, beautiful car. And we're driving. It's a lot of traffic or a lot going on the roads. It was really congested. It was really confusing. It's like I couldn't really tell which way to turn, where to turn. And I just remember we were sitting in the car having a conversation, and this person's energy just felt so dark and just disgusting. And I was like, why am I even with this person right now? But we're just talking, and next thing you know, I'm like pulling down this street that has cones in the road. But then there's like a small section where cars can get through. And I seen other cars on that side of the road. So I knew that they must have went through that little entryway. Because, if you see cones on the road, that can signify that there is some type of construction or some type of issue going on with that road, and that you don't need to go that way. And I felt in my spirit so strongly, so heavily, I do not need to go that way. But I went down there anyway, because I'm like, it looks like those cars over there got through just fine, and they found themselves, back on the highway. And that's like where I was trying to get to. And so next thing you know, I don't even know how, but the car just gets stuck. Like, it gets blocked in this area where I can't back up. I can't turn left or right. Like, we are stuck. And so we started walking to like a place to chill, or like until we could figure out what's going on and get the car going and get the car back out. And I remember in the dream thinking like, dang, I just got this car. Things just started going well for me, and now it went from the car just being stuck to the car. I sensed that my car was undrivable. I sensed that there was something that happened to the car mechanically. Basically, the car was of no use anymore. And so this person tries to engage in sexual activity with me in this dream, and I remember just feeling like just completely disgusted. I did not want this person to touch me. It's like I knew even in the dream that this person was trying to invade me spiritually. They were trying to come against what it is and where it is that I was spiritually. And so I ended up waking up. And as I'm thinking back on the dream, God is showing me right there before I even got out of the bed what that dream meant. The new car, the car that I want, the car that I desire, signified me being in a new place in my life. And the car got stuck because I invited this person, this vessel, into my surroundings, back into my life, which I sensed in the dream. I didn't want to have sex with him. I didn't want to deal with him on any type of level like that. I really didn't even want to be around him. Have you ever been in a situation where you think that you miss somebody, or it's like, oh, well, tonight I'm bored and I really don't have any friends, or I don't have anything to do today. What can I do? Where can I go? And then next thing you know, they just call or text like, hey, how you been? How you doing? I really want to see you. And it's like, I don't really want to see you, but you're familiar. I know you. So maybe we could just chill, hang out today. Maybe we could go out to the mall, go out to eat or something, and then we just go on about our way. But then you find yourself in a compromising situation. So when I woke up from that dream, I immediately started denouncing and renouncing those soul ties, those spirits that attack. Once again, I'm like, God, sever whatever ties that I have to this person. Sever whatever it is. Let there be no connection, because at the end of the day, it's nothing personal. I know that this person, these people are not in a place of God, walking with God. They're not interested. They don't care to. It's not cute to them. They are completely set on going their own way. And if somebody is in that type of spiritual predicament, you better get away from them. I don't care who it is, you better get away from them. So like I said, things happen in the spirit before they happen in the natural. The enemy knows that he cannot drive you personally back to old things, back to old sin. He knows that you have your mind solely focused on the Lord, solely focused on your purpose, that he cannot come in and throw you off track. Just like when I felt those feelings of, oh, I miss this person. No, I started rebuking and getting that up out of there, because I knew this is of the enemy. This is not of me. This is of the enemy. This is not even so much of the flesh. This is of the enemy. In the same sense, Satan knows that you are in a place where you're willing to uproot yourself. And because of this, he needs to send a person, a familiar person, and use this familiar person as an agent, as a vessel to get his claws back into you, to get you back under a spiritual covenant. If you are ignorant to the fact that you need to be rebuking your dreams, casting them down to the pits of hell, listen, you better start. Even if you don't remember your dreams, it doesn't matter if you felt like you didn't have any dream that night. I try to make it a habit of waking up every day and renouncing my dreams. Anything that the devil tried to form with me in the spirit realm while I was asleep. How many times have you just been going on about your day, and then you hear a song or you see an image on TV, or a person says something, and immediately you remember this dark, disgusting dream that you had, and you wouldn't have recalled unless something brought about that dream? That's another clear sign that the enemy is trying to form a spiritual covenant with you. And the easiest way he can form a spiritual covenant is through your dreams, being unaware and ignorant to the fact that you need to cast them down, as well as going back to sin that God has already delivered you from, which in the past, that worked easily. Satan knew at the exact moment to throw that bait out there, and he knew that you would catch it, because you weren't in a place where you were fully planted in God. You were being tossed to and fro. When you felt the pressure, you would run. When it got too real for you, you would run. Trying to disqualify yourself out of spiritual insecurity, or not truly understanding your purpose, or simply not knowing who it is that you are in God, and how this is really not a game. It is really not a game. Another tactic that the enemy likes to use, his favorite tactic to form a spiritual covenant with you, is premarital sex. All you gotta do is lay down one time. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. All you have to do is lay down one time. It doesn't have to be 20 different people. It doesn't have to be 20 times with the same person. All it takes is one time. Now, don't get me wrong. If you found yourself falling into something old, and you get up and you immediately begin rebuking, rejecting, and casting that thing down, I truly believe that God will forgive you. I believe he will wash you clean of that situation. But at the same time, sin always leaves a residue. God may stop the soul tie from reforming. He may stand in the gap. He may stand in between the enemy and you. But going back to that dead situation, putting yourself back in a compromising situation, is still going to bring seeds of shame, of guilt. It's still going to throw your focus off. You're still going to find yourself thinking about it, wishing you wouldn't have done it, or wishing you wouldn't have answered the phone, and all of that. Which, if the enemy can even get you to get back in the groove of doubt, guilt, frustration, shame, then he already has his foot in the door. He may not be standing fully in the room, but he has his foot in the door. That's why it's so important to make sure that when you have dreams, when you have these feelings that you can recognize aren't your own, or even maybe possibly they are your own, you need to rebuke, you need to cast down, you need to denounce, because the enemy is trying to come creep in quietly, forming a soul tie. He's trying to creep in with his agenda. And we already know that the enemy's agenda is to steal, kill, and destroy. It would be bad enough if you laid down with the person who is truly seeking the Lord, who too has found themselves in a compromising situation. But to lay down with somebody spiritually dead, but to entertain familiar thoughts, familiar memories, to entertain old conversation, dead conversation, the enemy has a for sure agent in these people. He has complete access to them. They are a spiritual vessel of the enemy. He can have his way with them. They are truly like a drone. They're like a car on the side of the road that's cranked and filled with gas. Somebody's gonna hop in. Somebody's gonna come and take off with that car. Just like when it comes to children of God, you may find yourself thinking about somebody and then you text them and you're like, hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. Be encouraged today. And then they call you and they're like, oh my God, you don't know what kind of day I've been having today. I really needed to hear that. And it's like, well, I didn't really even say much. But yet and still, because you are a vessel of the Holy Spirit, God doesn't always have to tell you, text this person, call this person, go to this store, because there's somebody who needs a word of encouragement, or there's somebody who needs to know about me. Because the Holy Spirit penetrates you, your hands, your arms, your mouth, your legs, your feet, your mind. He can use you at will. He didn't have to ask you. Well, I mean, of course, he's God, but he didn't have to ask you. He didn't have to first get permission from you, because you are a willing vessel. In the same sense, it's a reason why spiritually dead people just know to call you. Just know to text you. I haven't talked to you in 10 years. Yet it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm wrestling with lustful thoughts. And all of a sudden you pop up out of nowhere. Can I see you? How are you? It's a reason why when you say, okay, I'm done drinking, I'm done smoking, I'm done going to the club, and they text you 5 minutes later, and you trying to go out tonight? Dead people are a vessel of the enemy. That's why it's so important to see these people for what they are. In the natural, from our past, and this doesn't even have to be somebody who you're dating. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. The enemy will use whoever he can to get you to form a spiritual covenant. There are select people in my life, or people that I have gotten out of my life, and when I would be around them, soon as I answer the phone, it just feels dead. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it just feels dead. Before I met up with you, I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to her in so long. It's going to be cool. We about to hang out. We're going to chill. I'm excited. I haven't seen my friend in a long time. Then the minute I'm in your presence, that's just a disgusting energy radiating. As soon as I get in the car, I want to hop right back out the car. As soon as you get to her house, as soon as you get to his house, you ready to leave. Something just doesn't feel right here. That's because these people are spiritually dead. Have you ever looked at somebody and they fine, but I can't even be attracted to you? It's just something about you that is, It's something about you that I just cannot shake. It's something about you that I just cannot get used to. It's because these people are spiritually dead. What fellowship can darkness have with light? What does light and darkness have in common? Nothing. We like to try to see these people as people who are just broken. Oh, they just don't know God. If they knew God, then things would be different. If they knew God, they wouldn't snap at me like they do. Or if they knew God, this whole situation wouldn't have happened like this. They wouldn't have got so angry. Oh, they just cussed me out. Yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, it wasn't cool. But at the end of the day, I know they're just broken. I know they're just hurting because of childhood trauma. Listen, you got to see people for who they are. We have a choice in this. Just like you chose to wholeheartedly seek the Most High, they had the same choice. And when you said yes, they said no. Where you said yes, they said no. Where you feel conviction, when you put yourself in certain situations, when you try to go entertaining these dead things, they do not. In fact, they enjoy sin. They enjoy iniquity. They enjoy wickedness. They participate in wickedness easily, with no problem, feeling no conviction. You got to see these people for who they are. You have to see these people for what they are. Just like that scripture says, can two walk together unless they agree? There are multiple translations that translate to, can two people arrive to the same destination unless they agree? If I'm trying to go one place and you don't know where you're going, you're not even thinking like that, it's not even real for you, how can me and you walk together? How can I expect there to be a oneness between us? It's the reason why you can meet another fellow child of God and have a conversation with them hours and hours at a time. I don't even know you. Wait, what's your favorite food? What do you like to do? I don't even know you. But yet and still it feels like I've been knowing you my whole life, because there's a sense of oneness there. But yet you could have a person that's been in your life for 20 years. A person that you were crawling around in Pampers with. But yet and still when you come around them, I don't know, it's just something about you. It feels like there's something that I'm missing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something here feels dead. Something here stinks. Something here reeks of a dead body. You start checking the closet. You start looking in the trunk. You start looking up under the bed. Like, wait a minute. Something here feels dead. Something stinks. The devil's favorite tool is a broken man or a broken woman. That's his favorite tool, whether it's a friend, whether it's a co-worker, whether it's a sister or brother, whether it's a parent, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, or a wife. His favorite tool is a broken spirit, because he can prop. I know some of y'all have been scrolling on Facebook or scrolling on social media, and you see that people are, instead of putting the dead in coffins and caskets, they prop them up and have them sitting at the table playing cards, have them sitting on motorcycles, have them sitting have them sitting at the table playing spades, playing dominoes. Listen, these people are propped up. They are propped up. You think you're looking at a living, breathing, talking person, not even realizing you are conversing with a propped up dead body. It is nothing there. It is nothing there. And where darkness is, the enemy is. Don't get caught up listening to these people's tears, listening to these people's problems, letting them tell you all about their mama drama, daddy drama. I didn't get this as a child. I didn't get that as a child. That's the reason why I'm so mean. That's the reason why I snap. That's the reason why I keep treating you like this. No. Send that right on to the pit of hell where it belongs. Because when a person has willfully chosen to go against the Most High, how can there be fellowship between light and darkness? These people are not your friend. They're not your boyfriend. They're not interested in having you as their man, having you as their woman. They are only looking at you as one thing: food. Spiritual food. There was this person text me. I'm talking about 5 and 10 different text messages. You don't want me. You don't even like me like that. What is your problem? God said he is a hungry, salivating dog, looking for what he can devour, looking for spiritual food. The enemy loves to conquer you. The enemy loves to feel like he has the upper hand on you. The enemy loves to feel like he has you wrapped around his finger. The enemy is very boastful. He loves to brag. He loves to feel like you are under his control. Look at the government, okay? Listen, look around. The enemy loves to feel in control. And I kept telling this person, I don't want to see you. Oh, I'm outside. Oh, I'm not leaving until you come out here. Don't make me blow the horn. I'm like, look, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing from you. Okay? I can't do nothing with you. I don't have anything to offer you. Okay? Nothing. And this person is saying, oh, I thought we were supposed to be working on getting together. And just lies. Lies, saying whatever possible to try to get me back under your control, trying to somehow win a spiritual victory over me, and they don't realize it. The world says it's a narcissistic personality, it's a narcissistic trait. At the time, they know they don't want you. They know it's just something that I get. There is just something that I feed off of when I feel like I got you back where I want you. You ain't got to talk to me. I don't even have to see you nothing but this one time. But I just feed off of knowing that I got you right back into a position of darkness. They feed off of feeling like they've pulled you back down to their level. Because you know what this person said? Oh, you try to act like you so spiritual. And I'm like, what? When I was around you, we weren't doing anything spiritual. Where does that even come from? The enemy will just start throwing things out there, just seeing if you'll take the bait. Look, I'm not interested. You better tell them people I'm not interested. They will beg for your time, beg for your attention, beg for your energy, just to abuse it. And that's not the first time a person has tried to throw out this whole spiritual thing. Just because I'm spiritual, just because I love God, just because I move off of love, does not mean that I have to be your emotional punching bag. It does not mean that I have to be your spiritual punching bag. I am not that. Jesus was nobody's punching bag. Jesus did a lot of things out of love, but he wasn't anybody's punching bag. Don't let nobody sit up and abuse you, mistreat you, all in the name of love, all in the name of support, all in the name of, I believe in God, I believe I can win these people over, I believe that they will see something in me that will make them turn towards you. They see something in you that makes them want to turn towards a sword. They see something in you that makes them want to turn towards anger. Turn towards rage. They see something in you that they want to kill. And they know that they can't kill you in the natural, so they'll do whatever it takes to kill you spiritually. God says, if you resonate with this video, if you're feeling a conviction in your heart, in your spirit from this video, cut all ties. Don't visit them. Block their number. Change your number if you have to. Don't think about them. And when you do, start casting that thing to the pit of hell. Start rebuking, denouncing, and renouncing these unnatural affections. That's an unnatural affection to feel like you miss somebody, or to feel drawn to somebody that you know there's nothing but death there. When I'm with you, I don't feel happy. When I'm around you, I'm ready to go. When I'm around you, I could feel the energy. I could feel the anointing just being depleted. If it's a movie that reminds you of them, cut it off. If there's a song that reminds you of them, don't listen to it. Turn it off. Get that stuff up out your spirit. It's nothing but death there. Nothing but death there. And at the end of the day, it's nothing personal. At the end of the day, it's not about whether or not this person likes you, whether or not this person loves you, whether or not this person wants to be your friend. A spiritually dead person can't be your friend. They can't love you, and they can't like you. If anything, they like you so much that they hate you. It's something about you that they love so much that they hate you, that they are furious when it comes to you. And they don't even know why. They don't even understand it. But they just know, for some reason, I want to do whatever. Because spiritually dead people, they partner with the devil. They don't have to realize what it is that they're doing, but they partner with the devil. I've heard people say, oh, I know she likes me. I know she wants to be with me, but I told her this and I treated her like that. They partner with the devil. They want to see you spiritually and emotionally destroyed. God says it is a trap. Don't turn back. Don't get on the phone. Don't entertain those old emotions. Don't entertain those old memories, because just like I said in this video, once you get around them, wait a minute, I thought I missed you. I thought I missed you, but I'm ready to go. I thought I was still in love. The enemy had me all caught up in old thoughts, old feelings, old memories. I thought I was still in love. But after I didn't talk to you, after I've looked you in the eyes on FaceTime, after I drove through your neighborhood, I couldn't even get all the way to your front door. It's death there. I felt death there. God says you feel that way for a reason. It's a trap.